Okay, this is how you make water kefir. You need some unchlorinated water. Don't use distilled water or anything, just take some water from the tap, put it in a container that's open overnight so the chlorine will get out of there. The chlorine will kill off the bacteria in the kefir. You also need some sugar. Raw sugar, unwashed sugar is fine. You need some organic dried fruit. It has to be unsulfured because the sulfur is an antibacterial agent and will kill off the bacteria as well. And your kefir grains. The basic ratio is 1 cup of water to 1 tablespoon of sugar to 1 tablespoon of kefir grains to 2 pieces of dried fruit, apricot size. So if you're using raisins, estimate. Okay? And this is how you do it. I'm doing a double, so I'm going to do 2 cups of the water. And I have my kefir that has been sitting for 2 days. That's all. How long you have to let it sit is 2 days. And I'm going to take out my pieces of fruit from there, and I'm going to compost those. You can eat them if you want to. They're fine, but I don't enjoy that, so I compost them. Take those out, and then I'm using a fine mesh strainer. I pour my water kefir that's done out and catch all the grains. Grains tend to, I'm finding they grow at a rate of almost double every time. So I just let that drip dry. Then I can rinse out my jar. A little chlorinated water isn't a big deal at all. Put my dechlorinated water in there. I'm going to add my sugar. In this case, since I'm doing a double, I'm going to do 2 tablespoons of sugar. Put that in there, stir that. Some of it will dissolve. It doesn't all have to dissolve. It'll eventually dissolve on its own over time. And then I'm going to take and put 2 tablespoons of the kefir grains in. There, see, I have extras. They've been growing. Put those in there, and these I will compost as well, or you can give them to someone else. And then I will put, since it's a double, I'm going to do 4 pieces of the unsulfured apricots. And unsulfured, that means they're not that bright orange. If they're bright orange, then they're sulfured. And on top of that, I put a paper towel secured with a rubber band. You don't want to put a tight lid on it because pressure will build up there. It does carbonate itself. So this allows the carbonation to come out. That's it. Then you let it sit for 2 days and repeat that process.
And the stuff that's done, do you put it in the fridge?
Oh, the stuff that's done, yes. You want to put into a jar and put it in the fridge.
And when you put the lid on the one going in the fridge, is it tight or loose?
Put it on tightly, that's fine.
Tight lid, and it can go in the fridge.
It'll carbonate more if it's tight.
Okay.
Because the gases aren't escaping.
Okay, cool. And how long can you keep it, do you think, in the fridge?
I've read about a month.
Oh, so it lasts.
Or indefinitely, yeah.
Or you can
It gets a little more sour as time goes on.
Drink it all in one night is your other option.
Yep.
Okay.
That's it.
Good. Thanks. Enjoy.